I request to join us for the lamp lighting. We have our special guest, Hiranmay Mahanta, CEO, iHub Gujarat. I request our next guest, the guest speaker, Prahar Anjaria, founder and chairman, Rangoli Group of Institutes, Gandhinagar, to please join us for the lamp lighting. I request Sabina Sweni, Principal, Delhi Public School, Bhopal, to please join us for the light lamping. I request Archit Bhatt, Managing Director, Tripada Group of Schools, Ahmedabad, and Dr. Seema Negi, Director, Principal, Sanjeevani World School, Mumbai, to please join us for the lamp lighting.
Nirvighnam kuru me dev sarvakareshu sarvada. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Our special guest, Hiranmay Mahanta, CEO, iHub Gujarat. Our guest speaker, Prahar Anjaria, founder and chairman, Rangoli Group of Institutes, Gandhinagar. And I request Archit Bhatt to please come forward for the felicitation. I request all of you to please have a huge round of applause. Energy barqarar rehni chahiye hamare hall mein. These are all special people. You all are special to us. And we have Dr. Seema Negi, Director Principal of Sanjeevani World School, Mumbai.
Much better. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I am a non-Gujarati coming all along from Maharashtra. Maharashtra se aaya hu, but I'll try to. I have learned. I was here for a couple of days, interacting people, doing so much of networking to make this happen. This event happens on time, and we have the best of the galaxies of entire Gujarat at this place. So we are calling this event as a regional event. We do many events in the same format. We do national events, and this is focused entirely Gujarat. So we have invited from KG to PG and skill educational institutions to be a part of this forum. So Suprabhat Gujarat, Kem Cho. This is how we get. Kem Cho. I think this was a question and you have to answer me. So આટલી મોટી સંખ્યામાં હાજર રહેવા બદલ તમારો આભાર. આર્ડરકોમ મીડિયા ગ્રુપ આજ અમદાવાદમાં આપ સૌનું સ્વાગત કરું છે. આઈ એમ શ્યોર આઈ વોઝ રાઇટ. ઇફ એનીથિંગ આઈ હેવ મિસ્ટેક, કાઇન્ડલી પાર્ડન મી. સો I, Kumar, Chandan, Anand, founder, CEO and group editor of ArdorComm Media, extend my heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you at ArdorComm Education Leadership Summit and Awards 2026. We have gathered here today united by a common purpose, which is reflecting in the theme of the event itself, redefining education and skilling for Viksit Gujarat and Viksit Bharat. I'm being a little nervous. The gathering over here are all अध्यापक्स, गुरुज एंड मेंटोर्स जो हम जैसे लोगों को इस काबिल बनाते हैं कि हम लोग एक एंटरप्रेन्योर, सफल एंटरप्रेन्योर बन के एक कंपनी तक खोल सकते हैं. सो थैंक यू सो मच एंड सैल्यूट टू द एकेडमिशियंस, एजुकेटर्स ओवर हियर. सो सेशंस काफ़ी सीरियस होने वाला है. इसको थोड़ा सा मॉडरेट बनाने के लिए लेट मी ट्राई अ जुगलबंदी. जुगलबंदी आपको पता होगा. सो आई यूज़ अ फ्रेज और ए वर्ड एंड यू हैव टू complete it with the kind of matching words which you feel like rhyming. हर इंसान में अच्छाई है और कुछ बुराई है, राइट? सो आई एम गेटिंग इन सिंक. आई थिंक यू विल गेट अलोंग. यू एग्री? जब ठंड लगती है तो रजाई है. हाँ? वो बहुत खुश है, शायद उसकी ज़्यादा कमाई है. वो दुखी है, शायद कुछ चीज़ गवाई है. आई एम गोइंग इन द राइट टोन. उस मंजिल तक नहीं पहुंच पाया, बहुत कठिनाई है, राइट? मिठाई में तो रसमलाई है. दुनिया में हर चीज पराई है. दुनिया में हर चीज पराई है, सिर्फ एक चीज अपनी है और वो बहुत काम आई है. वो पढ़ाई है. वो पढ़ाई है. आई थिंक ऑडियंस इज विथ मी, राइट? और ये कविता मैंने कल रात ही बनाई है. ऐसा लगता है आप सबको पसंद आई है. आप लोग ऐसी संख्या में यहाँ पर आए, आप सबको बधाई है. Can we have a huge round of applause for yourself, guys? Thank you so much. Today we find ourselves in the vibrant state of Gujarat, a shining beacon in the realm of education, innovation and leadership. The people of Gujarat have chosen us once again. This is the third time in the big capacity we are coming this time, 2022, 2024 and again 2026. So you have chosen us once again to host this summit for you all, inspired by resounding success of the previous gatherings which we had in this state. Esteemed supporters of education and leadership from the Gujarat government, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Gujarat Shri Harsh Sanghvi ji, Honorable Minister of State for Higher and Technical Education Shri Trikam Bhai Changa ji have extended their good wishes to all of us for the success of this event. Their motivation and support are always with us today. I would like to express our gratitude to the dynamic leaders of Viksit Gujarat. I would like to welcome our esteemed guest for the day. We had to join the chief guest of the day, Shri Mukesh Kumar ji. Can we have the inaugural speakers for a while? But IS officer, Additional Chief Secretary, Higher and Technical Education, Government of Gujarat, but due to his very busy schedule and an immediate meeting, he could not come, but he has extended his gratitude and good wishes for the success of this event. The special guest of the day, Hiranmay Mahanta ji, CEO, IHEP Gujarat. So thank you so much that you managed to take out your precious time to be a part of this summit. We have Mr. Prahar Anjaria ji, founder and chairman, Rangoli Group of Institution. Thank you so much for being a mentor and guide as always, Prahar ji. We have Archit Bhai Patel ji. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding us in a right shape. And not the least, Dr. Seema Negi ma'am, Director Principal, Sanjeevani World School. Such a long association we have with Seema ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being a good friend and a good guide to me always. So before that, can we have a small video of ArdorComm Media? This will give you light and is in what direction we are and what we do. So please come. We welcome our partners, interactive display partner Samsung, EdTech partner Mastersoft, Trusted AI enrollment technology partner Merito, EdTech partner Smart Technologies, online learning partner Coursera, associate partner Microweb Solutions, associate partner SAS, university partner JG University, exhibitors Canon and Setropus, supporting partner AOPS, Association of Promotion of Prominent Schools. We are really grateful to Prahar bhai, Anjaria ji and Archit bhai for their continuous guidance and support, and to the entire associated members of AOPS who have contributed and supported in helping us to execute this wonderful symposium of knowledge sharing. Thank you so much, sir. I welcome all the eminent speakers on the dais, off the dais, invited all guest delegates representing the education fraternity from Pan Gujarat and rest of India. I'm also glad to see such a lovely gathering today. Thank you so much for making so dull hall or a black and white hall so vibrant and colorful. Thank you so much. Let us wish that this symposium will open the gateways of bringing back hopes and positivity among the teachers, academicians and educators and the entire education community who have been working really hard to ease the process of teaching and learning. Key highlights of the day. You must be having a delegate bag. In that we have an agenda. The entire event flow is actually mentioned over there, who all the speakers, what is the panel topic, what all gaps you have, when is the networking tea, when is the networking lunch, it's mentioned over there. For a hygiene matter, when we move outside, towards left is the washroom. So if you want to use that, it's towards right in the end where we have an interview section. We have two halls. This is the main hall where we'll be having the conference for throughout the day. Again, we'll be breaking up for two roundtable meetings today. One roundtable, so this roundtable meeting is in the Lavender Hall when we move at the lobby area of the hotel, and from there we have to take the lift for the first floor. In that floor, we have the roundtable meeting. So those who are the guest speakers who've been invited, I think they'll be moving at 11 onwards to the Lavender Hall for school education, and likewise we have an higher education round table in the same hall at 4 p.m. onwards. By the time you can be comfortable sitting over here. We have 5 industry presentations in the day on digital education and technology driven topics. EdTech Expo booths showcasing and displaying trending solutions and innovations to help your campus being smart are being displayed in the way just you have walked through. So whenever you get time, please spare your 5 minutes of time to understand why they are here and what are they displaying over here. Is this really useful and helpful for your institutions to to have a look through? So kindly make your time utilize there. At the end of the ceremony, we have award ceremony and felicitation to recognize and honor the exemplary contribution and work which has been done by the education leaders. I also may be emotional today as we are celebrating our 4th anniversary of ArdorComm Media in this era. We are just a 4-year-old baby, and we are sailing beautifully across the phase of VUCA existence, and which is now a new normal for us. Kindly like, subscribe the ArdorComm social media handle. It's very easy to search from your smartphone. It's ARDOR, we call it Ardor, and COMM. So Ardor, if you want to understand, it's the dictionary meaning of Ardor is passion, zeal, and COMM stands for community and communication. So passionately, we are inviting the community leaders at a common platform for networking and collaboration opportunities. This is what we do. We aspire to be a leading media house of the country in a digital media space. So we call ourselves as a media company. We are not an event organizing company. It is a bahana to invite you all and do networking. So we are a media company. Whatever good in your capacity, which you are doing in your premises, in your campuses, your teachers have done something good, your students have done something good, please share that content in terms of press release with us. We are promising you that we'll be free press for you, and we'll be displaying those celebration moments in terms of press in our space which we have specially created on the website. So, so allow us, without any going through a media channel, you can share directly with us. I'll be sharing that with my editorial team. If they find newsworthy content, we'll be publishing it along with the photograph of whatever celebration you have done in your capacity. Any special guest have visited your campus, any award your students have got. So that will be a kind of moment of celebration. And my reach is pan-India and to the bigger government houses like AICT, CBSE, NCRT. So all these people will also be seeing that what all you are doing in this particular state. So that was it. Don't be in a hurry to take pictures and everything, because at the end of the session, in the same respective groups, we'll be sharing all the high resolution pictures and videos, possibly by today end or maximum in 1 day's time. We'll be sharing every pictures in the glimpses format in the same respective groups. So once again, I extend my heartfelt welcome to each one of you, and we look forward to a meaningful conversation, and the fruitful outcome will emerge. This is what we are expecting at the end of this summit. Thank you. Shraddha, can I have you? Thank you so much.
And with this, we are here that we really want you to tell us something about what are you here to discuss and what are the insightful thoughts that you people are going to give us. So with this, let's begin with Archit Bhatt, Managing Director of Tripada Group of Schools at Ahmedabad. So sir, please. Insightful thoughts? Only for today's session. Just a welcoming session.
Welcome all to ArdorComm panel discussion. I think it is second panel discussion from morning today. And Chandan, a friend of mine who has been doing this program, I have been attending, this is the second one. My name is Archit Bhatt. I am the president of AOPS and Prahar is the secretary of AOPS. Welcome you all here. And the topics which has been finalized are really good. Talking about education and the perspectives, I think there is a lot of paradigm shift from almost 10 years. We have new education policy already been in place. Everyone is trying to get into it. The new shoe is biting us a lot, but still everyone somewhere is trying to do the way they understand. We have a lot of understanding about the new paradigm shift. Lot of trainings are happening, lot of educational workshops are happening, and if we are able to put this in the right manner, I think we'll have a new Bharat where we'll be talking about skills and we'll be talking about a lot of industry requirement in future, as we are going to compete with the developed countries, which today we feel they are almost decades ahead of us. Talking about education as well as IKS, Indian Knowledge System, which prevails across India, I am glad to tell you that everyone and wherever I go, people talk about IKS a lot. There are a lot of hidden benefits of IKS, including the recent medical benefits, because IKS talks about small initiatives at home. It also talks about our culture and tradition, and I think we are now given a freedom in a way or two to do something new. So each school, each institute is trying to deliver something better in the society, and I appreciate that. I have been witnessing lot of changes in lot of schools across Gujarat. I have been going across Gujarat, abroad also. I have been visiting schools in China, US, and when I understand the schools in India, with all the challenges we have, because there is a famous saying, "Baar gaave boli badlaye." એટલે જ્યારે બહાર ગાવે, if there is a change in even the way people speak, dialects what we say, in that we have a uniform education system across India. So the biggest challenge, and we are doing it, I think we should pat our back and feel blessed, and we are sitting here this group which is sitting here in Crown Plaza today is much more blessed than everyone else. So congratulations to you all and thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Mr. Prahar Anjaria, founder and chairman, Rangoli Group of Institutes, Gandhinagar, to please welcome. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm audible even without speaker also, mic also. So, I know Mr. Chandan and Ashish since 15 years. I used to be a speaker in some conferences in Delhi. They were earlier with some other media house as a senior portion. So कहीं ना कहीं इन्होंने अपना खुद का शुरू किया, उसका क्रेडिट मैं भी थोड़ा लेता हूँ कि मैंने थोड़ा हार्ड टच किया तो ये धीरे धीरे अपना कर पाए। पिछले 4 साल से मैं इनका प्रोग्रेस देख रहा हूँ, इनके साथ हम खड़े हैं। हम कई बार थोड़ा हीटेड आर्ग्यूमेंट भी करते हैं कि ऐसे करिए, आप ऐसे करिए। द टीम इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट एंड वेरी सॉफ्ट स्पोकन टीम वी आर इंटरेक्टिंग। गुजरात में सबसे पहला लीडरशिप कॉन्फ्रेंस इन्होंने 3 साल पहले शुरू किया। अब तो काफ़ी कर रहे हैं लोग, बट उसका क्रेडिट एडोर को जाता है और हम सब जो जमा हो पा रहे हैं उसका क्रेडिट चंदन जी को जा रहा है। तो एक बार उनके लिए तालियां बजाते हैं। इज़ वेरी सिंपल एंड फूडी ऑल्सो। सो चंदन जी हमारी ओर से खूब खूब बधाइयाँ। मैं कोई एजुकेशनल टॉपिक नहीं लूँगा क्योंकि इसके बाद ही पैनल है, उसमें हम यही डिस्कस करेंगे। बट आने वाले समय में ये लीडर्स को जमा होके हमें और बातचीत करते रहना है और उसी डायरेक्शन में हम एक एसोसिएशन चला रहे हैं, AOPS, एसोसिएशन ऑफ प्रोमिनेंट स्कूल्स, जो कि CBSE प्रोमिनेंट स्कूल्स का एसोसिएशन है। यहाँ पे हमें हायर एजुकेशन, प्री प्राइमरी से लेके सब मिल रहे हैं। तो वो AOPS का भी अच्छा इंटरेक्शन हो रहा है, हर एक इंडिविजुअल स्कूल का भी हो रहा है। और काफ़ी लोग हैं जो नॉर्मल इसी कॉन्फ्रेंस में मिलते हैं, हम उसके बाद पूरे साल शायद मिल नहीं पाते। तो ये आने वाले समय में और बड़ा ये हॉल डबल साइज़ का हम भर दें अगले साल, यही हमारा शुभेच्छा है। एंड वी ऑल विल वर्क टुगेदर फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir. And with this, I would like to call upon the next special guest of ours, and that is Mr. Hiranmay Mahanta, CEO iHub Gujarat. Sir, please, if you can give us few words.
Thank you so much, ma'am. First of all, thank you for inviting me. I represent Department of Education, Government of Gujarat. I lead something called the Innovation Hub of the state government. First of all, congratulations for all of you for coming in large numbers for this program. Many of learned speakers will guide you, debate with you about what's the best practices that they are doing. But I want to highlight few things in 5 minutes maybe. When we used to be students in schools and colleges, the most complex equation that any teacher taught us was something called E equal to MC square, right? Albert Einstein created this equation. तो ये बड़ा complex equation है और काफ़ी energetic equation है. So this is considered as one of the very sought after, very celebrated scientific equation. But when I grew up, when I worked with government, we worked with around 3,000 colleges, 109 universities. I personally realized that the equation which is most powerful is not equal to MC square, but the most powerful equation today for transforming the country is something called E equal to F. Let me repeat it, E equal to F. And the left hand side E stands for right education, and the right hand side F stands for bright future of any country. So if this, and this looks to be a very simple equation to solve, right? But अगर आप इस equations को देखेंगे, इसका simplicity में complexity है, इसलिए तो national education policy बनाई गई कि how do we really, kind of translate this philosophy of giving education so that we can get future ready talent, skills and all. And I will give you a small example how much education matters to you. One of my mentor, Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, who used to be, he's a Padma Vibhushan and he used to be former DG CSIR. He says, Hiranmay, it's not the amount of support that somebody gets for education, but the intent of education support that makes the difference. I told, sir, kya matlab? What do you mean? He says ki he could go to school only because at some point of time in mid 90s, he got a scholarship of 9 rupees from Doravji Tata Trust. वो एजुकेशन में टाटा ट्रस्ट काफ़ी सपोर्ट करते हैं ब्राइट स्टूडेंट्स को जो 10वीं 12वीं के बाद अच्छे स्कोर लाते हैं लेकिन कोई अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी या कॉलेज में नहीं जा पाते, उनके लिए स्कॉलरशिप होती है. एंड ही सेज आई कुड ओनली कंटिन्यू माई हायर एजुकेशन बिकॉज ऑफ दैट 9 रुपीज ए मंथ स्टाइपेंड. आपको पता होगा 9 रुपये क्या है, बट आई विल टेल यू हाउ दिस थिंग्स मैटर्स. उसकी एग्जैक्टली 60 साल बाद व्हेन ही वाज ऑलरेडी ए पद्म विभूषण, ही वाज CSI DG. He was the second engineer from this country who got fellow of Royal Society London. Okay, FRS उपाधि से उनको मिला. And you know, when he got to sign in that book, when you got a fellowship, you go to a fellow of Royal Society London and you sign that yes, I am X number fellow. That year, India got 2 fellowships, 2 persons. The one was Dr. Mashilkar himself, and the second was Ratan Tata ji. He also got for excellence in engineering and contribution to philanthropic development of this country, education, health. You know what? Dr. Mashilkar का नंबर जहाँ वो बुक में साइन करने का था, उसकी जस्ट एग्जैक्टली बाद टाटा साहब ने साइन किया एज ए फेलो ऑफ रॉयल सोसाइटी. एंड व्हेन दे केम आउट फ्रॉम दैट रूम, Dr. Mashilkar says to Ratan Tata that, you know, why I am a step ahead of you? He says, maybe you are a great scientist, maybe you are a great educator. He says, no, those are separate things. I am a step ahead because you gave me 9 rupees 60 years before, or else I could have dropped out from the school. I could have never gone to higher education. And that's the power of intent of giving access to education. So इसीलिए मैं कह रहा था E equal to F means right education is right future. चलिए, उन्होंने तो अपने ह्यूमिलिटी से ये बात बताया. आई एम श्योर देयर माइट बी मेनी स्टोरीज अराउंड अस. whoever have achieved great thing in this country is only because of right education. एंड हम लोग जब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ गुजरात में एजुकेशन, क्रिएटिविटी, इनोवेशन की पॉलिसी बनाते हैं, हम इस चीज़ को बहुत ध्यान रखते हैं कि एक लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड सबको कैसे मिले, सो दैट वी कॉल इट वेरी नाइसली कॉल द माइंड्स इन द मार्जिन आर नॉट मार्जिनल माइंड्स. लेट मी रिपीट इट अगेन, द माइंड्स इन द मार्जिन आर नॉट मार्जिनल माइंड्स. So you never know which talent, which student, which faculty, which school will outshine us. So इसी को देखते हुए हम लोगों ने गुजरात सरकार में एक PSU बनाया called I Hub which I lead. हमारा मकसद है I stands for innovation and creativity. गुजरात में जो 15,000 प्लस स्कूल हैं और 3,000 प्लस कॉलेजेस हैं, उन संस्थाओं को हम फंड करते हैं, उनके प्रोग्राम्स को फंड करते हैं, उनके आइडियाज़ को फंड करते हैं. एनी स्टूडेंट बियॉन्ड 8th grade and below 35-year-old is available for an idea to supported by us. हम लोग उसको स्कूल के बच्चों को 2-2 लाख रुपए के आइडियाज़ देते हैं. We support 10,000 ideas every year. I was talking to one of my co-panelists now that such a support. अच्छा, by the way, ये हम अपनी जेब से देते नहीं है, ये आप लोग जो टैक्स पे करते हैं सरकार को, उसी को वापस करते हैं, राइट? So it's the recycling of the capital that you give to government. But our intent is very clear कि 9 या 10 रुपए के चक्कर में अगर कोई इंसान एजुकेशन से ड्रॉप आउट हो सकता है और बाद में वो फेलो ऑफ रॉयल सोसाइटी ऑफ लंदन के मेंबर बन सकते हैं, डिस्टिंग्विश मेंबर बन सकते हैं, ओनली सेकंड मेंबर इंजीनियरिंग, तो वो जो डिफरेंस है उस इंटेंट को पूरा करने की कोशिश करते हैं. आई वॉज टॉकिंग टू अ फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स yesterday at I Hub and one girl told me a very interesting thing which I never thought of. बोलते सर आपको पता है कि only 2 engineers in this country has got Bharat Ratna because of their excellence in engineering. Only 2. Okay. I mean, every year All India Council of Technical Education nurtures around 4 million students, but it's happening since 60 years, and before that also a lot of engineering graduates used to graduate, but only 2 engineers got Bharat Ratna in last 75 years for excellence in engineering. मैंने कहा, who are they? He says one was in whose memory we celebrate the Engineers Day, Engineer Visvesvaraya, and second is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. You know what? Then I told, what's the point that you want to make? He said, sir, आपको पता है, none of these two gentlemen ever did a PhD. The two engineers out of millions that country produced, who got Bharat Ratna for his excellence, never did his PhD, right? Dr. Visvesvaraya, Engineer Visvesvaraya was a diploma graduate, but he created 6 mega dams and canals of this country. And what Dr. Kalam has done, nothing to mention, right? So that means the length of your degree is not proportional to the length of your creativity or the capacity to perform. So when we design innovation policies, सरकार में जब ये बात हम रखते हैं और जब हम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, हम ये बात को बहुत ध्यान रखते हैं कि anybody could be creative, anybody could be innovative, anybody could be entrepreneurial. तो हम लोग 8वीं 10वीं से लेकर PhD पोस्ट तक जितने भी बच्चे गुजरात में हैं, लगभग 2 मिलियन यूथ जो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूशन में, उनकी आइडियाज़ को हम सपोर्ट करते हैं. और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ ये है कि यू माइट बी थिंकिंग कि ये यंग बच्चे जो हैं इनोवेटर तक ठीक है, लेकिन इनको एंटरप्रेन्योर बनाना जरूरी है क्या? डू दे रियली नीड टू मीन सरस्वती एंड लक्ष्मी टुगेदर, राइट? सो वी थॉट लेट्स ट्राई, बिकॉज व्हेन वी गेव दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी आई सी अ लॉट ऑफ 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade students coming to us with brilliant ideas, and not only ideas, they have the intent to acquire skills to fulfill those ideas. वो सिर्फ अपने विचार लेकर नहीं आते हैं हमारे पास, वो अपने स्किल सेट्स भी लेके आते हैं कि हम ये बनाना चाहते हैं. And surprisingly, I will tell you a story. It will take 2 minutes to tell what is the role of parents and teachers, because हमको लगता है कि ये दो स्टेक होल्डर अगर क्रिएटिविटी को ब्लॉक ना करें तो हम बहुत क्रिएटिव बन सकते हैं, राइट? सो आई नो अ जेंटलमैन हु ओन्स अ यूनिवर्सिटी इन गुजरात 7 years before, 8 years before actually. He calls me, says that, could you help me to get my kid convinced that he should go to electronics engineering in IIT Gandhinagar. I told him, why should I convince? Because if it's a good college, good degree, you should, after 12th he has got good score, he should get into it, right? He told, no, he want to go to IIT Delhi to study textile engineering. And I told him, sir, ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए कि if you are getting a computer science in a prestigious IIT, why should and Gujaratis will love to be around, right? So why somebody will go? तो उन्होंने बोला, सर मुझे भी नहीं पता, I run a large campus, a university, schools, but बहुत लोगों को समझाया, but ये नहीं समझ रहा है. So I told him, then I must meet this boy, because if somebody is so convinced that he can defy his parents for choosing a career, he must be very clear in life what he is doing, right? दोनों आए. He was 12th, मतलब 16-17 years old boy. तो मैंने पहले फादर को बोला कि भाई मैं पहले बच्चा से मिलना चाहूँगा, है ना, उसकी पक्ष पहले रखेंगे, वो छोटा है. So I met this boy. I told him कि यार, it's a wonderful IIT around us, nearby to your home. You're getting a wonderful course here. Why don't you go? Your parents will be happy. Every Saturday, Sunday, you can come home and have dhoklas, right? This boy told me, no sir, that's not my goal. अब देखिए 11वीं 12वीं के बच्चे जब गोल के शब्द बोलते हैं ना, we think कि हिपोक्रेसी है. तो मैंने कहा कि what's your goal? He said कि सर मैंने इंटरनेट पे सर्च किया है कि IIT Delhi has produced highest number of privately held billion-dollar startup companies in India, which is called unicorns, right? तो मैंने कहा कितना? तो कहता सर मैंने तो इंटरनेट से प्रिंट निकाल कर लाया, 23 विद्यार्थियों ने वहाँ से $1 billion कंपनीज बनाए हैं पिछले 20 साल में. तो पहली बार मेरे दिमाग में आया कि यार मुझे नहीं पता कि 22 है कि 23 है. अब ये 12वीं का बच्चा को पता है कि 22 है कि 23 है. तो मैंने कहा यार पहले पास मार्क तो देना चाहिए. देन आई टोल्ड कि why do you think that you can go to any of the branches and pursue? He says कि सर मेरा ultimate goal है, I want to create a homegrown $1 billion company from Bhavnagar, and to prove that minds in the margin are not marginal minds. तो मैंने फिर 2 सवाल जवाब के बाद मैंने उनके पेरेंट्स से बात किया. तो मैंने उनको कहा कि देखो यार, जो बच्चा 12वीं में इतना क्लियर है उसको लाइफ में करना क्या है, ना तो मेरा कोई रोल है उसकी लाइफ में, ना आपका कोई रोल है. इट इज़ बेटर दैट लेट हिम गो. बट पेरेंट्स का रिक्वेस्ट था कि बोले सर आप इतना दूर बच्चा जाएगा, टची पेरेंट्स, कैन यू गेट a dean of the university or somebody as a local guardian who can take care of him? So I talked to the dean of IIT Delhi. I told him, sir, एक गुजराती लड़का है, he's very passionate to change the world, and he want to leave another IIT with a wonderful branch and come to study you because he feels you can make him a billionaire in 4-5 years. He was laughing and he said कि चलो नंबर दे दो मेरा उसके पेरेंट्स को. So he came there. The beauty is, exactly after 4 years, that little boy from Bhavnagar built a company whose today's value is $4 billion. He's 27-year-old now. This company's name is called Bharat Pay, and this boy's name is called Saswat Nakrani. And the entire team of students who built the technology for his company are from an institute in Bhavnagar called Gyan Manjari Institute of Technology. But it's not an A-League engineering college, right? Now, what this lesson taught me when we make policies in government, हमको लगता है ना कि ये जो एसजी हाईवे के आसपास में जो बिल्डिंगों में जो बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं वही शायद सबसे बेहतरीन है, सब शायद वही ब्रिलियंट है, राइट? या जो G+7 स्टोरेज बिल्डिंग में जो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं वो सबसे बेहतरीन है. I was taken aback. And like this boy, I happened to get 6 such miracles happening in the last 6 years. When the boys came to me at 11th grade, and they were very sharp focused to be innovation-driven entrepreneurs. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk were their heroes. And all of these boys succeeded in achieving what they did. हमने क्या दिया होगा उनको 20-30 लाख के सरकारी grants. And I'm not saying कि 20-30 लाख grants उनकी लाइफ के लिए मैटर नहीं करता था उस टाइम पे, but more than the money probably at that age to convince his parent to take risk, at that age to convince his teachers to make him innovative, at that age government writing a free money check to them, I think this trust capital was more important than financial capital. और एक बार जब ये 4-5 विद्यार्थी they surprised us by creating, each of them build $1 billion company. एक बार मैंने उनसे पूछा कि भाई ऐसा तो क्या च्यवनप्राश खाते हो आप लोग, right? I saw that if you know the secret sauce, I will share with all of you when I go to forums like this, which Chandan invited me. The boys are confused. They told me, we don't know how we became successful at 25, build world-class companies, studying in Gujarat, Desi medium, right? But most of them told me, why don't you talk to our parents? They can tell you. So I had that humility and audacity to call their parents sometime and say, sir, कुछ तो होगा ना आप, मतलब कभी तो पता चला होगा कि ये बड़ा आदमी बनने वाला है, right? Education के बाद. One very important common factor that I found and which I will leave to you to ponder around. Most of you come from school education, higher education. इन चारों पेरेंट्स ने एक बात कॉमन बताया कि जितने भी बच्चे हमें सरप्राइज किए थे टू बिकम लीडिंग इनोवेटर्स एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर्स बाय 25, सबने अपने बचपन में अपने घर में 2-3 पंखे, 2-3 फ्रीज, 2-3 टीवी, 2-3 दरवाज़ा तोड़े जरूर थे. दिस इज द ओनली कॉमन पॉइंट दैट वी फाउंड, दैट these are the kids who were allowed to do तोड़ जोड़ फोड़, राइट? इनको कोई डर ही नहीं थी कि अगर कोई एक सब्जेक्ट में फेल भी हो जाए स्कूल में तो उन्हें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता था, क्योंकि वो सब्जेक्ट जिसमें उनको मज़ा आते थे वो करते थे. इन्हें वो डर नहीं थी कि कैथोड ट्यूब के एक्सपेरिमेंट के चक्कर में. आई स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम E=F. I talked about education at margin, and I'm also talking about allow people, students to do tod, fod and jod. If you can do this enablement as a school, as a college, as a teacher, as a society, we are there to incentivize you. पहली बार फेल्यूर को फंड करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट आ रहा है. And by the way, every year we spend 500 crores. These are free money available to all of you. Some of you are already beneficiary of this. I believe if you can little bit Google around what government is doing and how we can take it forward, you also could be a beneficiary. And I'm sure 4 is just a miraculous number which you might have stumbled upon, but this 4 can become 40, 400, 4,000. Only thing is you all need to come together and figure out how we can become a knowledge-driven society, and each of you can play a role. अगर आप किसी की मदद नहीं कर सकते हैं, आप कम से कम उसको सही pat in the back करिए. You just inspire them to take right steps at right time. And collectively 70-80 gentlemen who are working in education sector is a good strength, good numbers. I'm sure we can really make a lot of difference, and I thank the organizers to inviting me and share my thoughts on behalf of government. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. But yeah, with this, I would request the panelists to please have a very short introduction, maybe just within 2 or 3 sentences, and then we can have a major discussion once the panel begins. And with this, I would request Dr. Seema Negi, Director, Principal of Sanjeevani World School, Mumbai, to please come ahead and introduce yourself. Thank you, ma'am.
So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We are educators, right? We are teachers. When we enter class and we don't get energy, you know how we feel. I need to get that energy. I'll just take it forward from where these gentlemen have left. I'll just tell you a story very short and for each one of you to ponder. How many of you know the story of Eklavya? एकलव्य की स्टोरी जिसने सुनी है हाथ उठाइए. गुरु कौन थे उनके? द्रोणाचार्य. क्या किया था उन्होंने? अंगूठा काटा था. चलिए स्टोरी सुनते हैं. तो जब गुरु द्रोणाचार्य ने देखा कि एकलव्य इतने महान धनुर्धर हैं, ही इज सच अ स्किल्ड आर्चर, ओके, सो गुरु द्रोणाचार्य वेंट टू एकलव्य एंड सेड दैट आई नीड माय गुरु दक्षिणा. एंड बीइंग अ फेथफुल डिसाइपल, एकलव्य सेड, हाँ गुरुजी आप जो मांगेंगे मैं वो दूंगा. तो गुरुजी ने क्या मांगा? आप सब ने सुना है कि गुरुजी ने एकलव्य का अंगूठा मांगा. आप सब शिक्षक हैं, आप में से किसी ने सवाल नहीं किया क्या एक शिक्षक अपने शिष्य का अंगूठा काट सकता है, मांग सकता है? किसी ने सवाल नहीं किया. स्टोरी क्या थी? व्हेन द्रोणाचार्य वेंट टू हिम, ही सेड, एकलव्य आपको मुझे एक वचन देना पड़ेगा, जब फ्यूचर में युद्ध होगा कभी भी, ना तो आप कौरवों की तरफ से लड़ेंगे और ना तो पांडवों की तरफ से लड़ेंगे. सो व्हाट हैपेंड टू एकलव्य? एकलव्य सेड, ये तो इतना बड़ा धर्म संकट है, क्योंकि अगर कोई धनुर्धर युद्ध में नहीं लड़ेगा तो हाउ ही विल शो हिज स्किल्स. That time to show the skills, I think the battlefield was the right playground, but he was not allowed to participate there. So he said, गुरुजी ये तो ऐसी बात हो गई जैसे आपने मुझसे मेरा अंगूठा ही मांग लिया. गुरुजी ये तो ऐसी बात हो गई जैसे आपने मुझसे मेरा अंगूठा ही मांग लिया. It was a metaphor. Please go and research what our scriptures say. It is very important. I heard in the first panel when they were talking about Macaulay system of education, how our history is being distorted. आप शिक्षक हैं, you are teachers, why you never questioned it? So that is why I love these kind of gatherings where we can question. What is Chat GPT? What is GPT all about? Chat GPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude. They are asking you to ask question, meaningful questions. Let's go back to Manusmriti. एक शब्द है अन्वीक्षिकी. अन्वीक्षिकी का मतलब है टू गेट साइंटिफिकली राइट आंसर यू नीड टू आस्क साइंटिफिकली राइट क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म टू आस्क क्वेश्चन. सो वी नीड टू थैंक मिस्टर चंदन फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ गैदरिंग सो वी कैन आस्क. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट ईच वन ऑफ यू टू बी अटेंटिव. आस्क. द मोर यू आस्क द मोर यू विल लर्न. अगर अर्जुन ने प्रश्न नहीं पूछे होते तो आज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता नहीं होती. सो बिकम अर्जुन फॉर टुडे. Surrender yourself and ask. The more we ask, the more we learn. Thank you so much and have a lovely day ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And with this, so with this we have our special guest, Mr. Hiranmay, Mahanta, CEO, iHub Gujarat. So I request you. I would like him to felicitate, please. Yes. Chandan sir, I would request you to please felicitate them.